everybody, my name is Adriana and welcome to my channel. For today's video, as you can tell by the title, I will be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys on Instagram and Snapchat to submit some questions you wanted me to answer for the YouTube video. So if you guys want to be featured in the next video, you guys should follow both my Instagram and my Snapchat. So in case I do another Q&A in the future, you guys can submit your questions. So we're just gonna jump right into it. To start off this Q&A, I wanted to start off with this question, and it is, what made you start a YouTube channel? Back in 2016, that's when I really started to watch YouTube. I started to watch Our Second Life, Dashy Games, as well as Wasabi Productions, and of course I started watching more of their friend groups as well. I would say out of all the YouTubers, Our Second Life are the YouTubers that made me want to start doing YouTube. I just wasn't sure what. So growing up, I did make videos, I did do gaming because I did watch Dash Games, and I was like, oh, I could just, you know, play some of the games that he's playing. And then I kind of just like steered away from that because I wanted to be able to connect with my audience more. I wanted to do a YouTube channel to impact my audience the way that they impacted me. They have helped me in so many ways, and not only that, they are super funny people. Although the group is no longer together, they do their own individual videos, which I watch to this day. Being able to help people, being able to talk to people across the world, being able to bring people together as well. In addition, I am a big advocate for mental health awareness, so I want this to be an outlet for those who struggle with mental health, and as well as just knowing that, you know what, you need someone, I got you. Question number 2 is, if money wasn't an issue, where would you move to? If money wasn't an issue, this is gonna be pretty basic, because I wouldn't move out of the country. Of course, I'd want to move to somewhere beautiful, like, you know, Bali or Greece or somewhere like that. But in the long run, I would move to California. It has always been a dream of mine since I started watching all these YouTubers. Of course, they didn't live in California to begin with, but now they do, and I've always wanted to move out there. Of course, my dream place would be Calabasas, but we know those $1 million houses are kind of pushing the limits. But of course, if money wasn't an issue, I would definitely move to Calabasas, California. The third question is, dogs or cats? I would have to say dogs on this one. Don't hate me, I never had a cat. I know people have cats. I just personally think that dogs are better because, yes, they do lay around a lot, but they also are more playful, in my opinion, from, you know, being a dog owner myself. So I would have to go dog. Fourth question is, your favorite strange food combinations? Oh wow. Honestly, I haven't tried many strange food combinations. Maybe that could be another video. You guys can leave suggestions down in the comments. But the one that I did try was hot Cheetos and cream cheese, and honestly, it is not that bad. It is actually pretty good. I saw it and I was just like, you know what? Might as well just try it. You know, I know there's like pickles, and I forgot what the other one was. I know there's like Oreos and orange juice to try. I love Oreos, but I can only dip them in milk. But maybe we'll try orange juice. I don't like pickles to begin with, so you got me messed up thinking that I'm gonna try pickles and whatever food combination it goes with it. But I would have to go with hot Cheetos and cream cheese. If you guys didn't have it or try it yet, I definitely recommend you guys do. The fifth question is, how many kids do you want to have? Honestly, I would say 2, maybe 3. I don't want to have a kid and it be like the only child, because I was the only child for the longest time and I personally did not like it. So at least have a buddy, so at least 2, maybe 3. I feel like that'd be too much to handle though, but at the same time, I love kids. Well, let me say that in a better way. I love babies, as long as they don't cry. So, you know, they're cute. So I feel like I'm gonna be one of those people who are like gonna be like, yeah, okay, this is it, and be like, meh, man, I miss when my child was a baby. Let's have another one. And then soon enough, I'm gonna end up on 19 kids and counting. So right now, I'm gonna say 3 is the limit. 6th question is, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? So I'm a little bit slow, so give me a minute. I would have to say I would fight 100 sized horses, because if it is 1 duck horse-sized duck, I feel like, I know ducks bite and I don't really feel like getting bitten by a duck. I'm pretty sure, obviously I'm pretty sure all animals bite, but just because like how ducks are, just in the wild, they hiss at you and everything, I would have to go with 100 sized horses. 100 duck-sized horses. Only because I feel like they'd be much easier for me. Although it is 100, they are a lot smaller. And I am a 5-foot girl, so I'm pretty sure the duck-sized horse would knock me out. The 7th question is, an album with 0 skips for you. Oh man, this is a tough one. I would, if I had to pick one, which I am not going to, but I'm gonna pick a couple. So, the first one I would say Tickets to My Downfall by Machine Gun Kelly. I love alternative and rock music, and I think Machine Gun Kelly's album Tickets to My Downfall is amazing. I am gonna go see him in October for his Tickets to My Downfall tour. So if you guys happen to go, I mean, you guys might see me and I might see you, so say hello. Another album that would be 0 skips for me is Youngblood's Weird album. Honestly, all of his albums, but I love his new album, Weird. I love Youngblood. He's my favorite artist. He, hopefully in the future I could work with him or for him, whatever it may be. Youngblood is my favorite artist and his music is amazing. The 3rd album that's 0 skips for me is Jaden Hossler's album, Tell Me About Tomorrow. I will also be seeing him in October with Machine Gun Kelly, and I also will be seeing him in May, so I'm super excited for that. I think he is a very, very, very talented young man, and his music is amazing as well. He is probably, you know how people who do like social media think that they can often sing and, you know, put out an album and stuff. I'm not gonna throw shade to anybody who does that and it doesn't sound good, but Jaden is probably one of the very few people who did social media and could sing very, very, very well. Like Troye Sivan as well. He started off on YouTube. I was watching him when he was just a YouTuber living in the UK, and it is crazy to see how successful he is in the music industry. So I think Jaden has just started. Like, he has a long way to go, and already his album is phenomenal. 8th question is, when can we have a meetup? Well, I really don't know how to answer this question. Obviously not anytime soon, but honestly, if you guys see me out in public, even if you guys see me at these concerts, I do go to a lot of concerts. I am a concert fanatic. I've probably spent more than $1,000 in concerts over the years. So if you happen to see me at a concert, say hello. If you just see me out in public shopping or doing whatever, don't be afraid to come up to me and say hello. I'm a pretty relaxed person. I'll have a conversation with you. I'm pretty outgoing. I'm super talkative, so I mean, don't be afraid to come up and say hello, and then hopefully in the future we could do like some sort of like VidCon or playlist. Like, that is my goal, like being featured for VidCon or playlist, and we do a meetup. Oh my god, I'd be living my dream. 9th question is, awkward moment you have with anyone in school. Well, because of college being online, I really haven't had any awkward moments with anyone. Looking back on high school, there definitely was a few. I'm that type of person who just doesn't really care, who just does whatever. So I definitely have put myself out there at moments, but the moments that were awkward aren't the ones that I planned. I remember on the first day of high school, there's steps to go inside the building. There's only 2 steps you have to go up. Only 2 steps. And me, being an incoming freshman, I managed to mess up going up the stairs, and I fell in front of everyone going inside the school for our first day. And honestly, that was super embarrassing and also awkward, because it's like, hello, can you walk? It's only 2 flights of stairs. I couldn't even walk up 2 flights of stairs going up. So there's definitely that. Another awkward moment I remember from high school, I took an improv class my senior year, and obviously improv, you have to, you know, be like that, think on your feet, you know, just respond quickly, not take a moment to be like, you know. So I remember there was this, let me tell you the scene. So basically, I had a husband, right, who was cheating on me, and I believe he wanted a divorce, and I was pregnant, but he didn't know. Talking in the dialogue, and obviously you have to, you know, think on your feet, and since he didn't know I was pregnant, I had to say, well, I meant to say that I have a baby inside me, but I accidentally said, well, there's someone in me, or something along those lines. And obviously it's high school, not everyone's mature. Even I realized, I was like, I can't believe I just said that. It was super fun. I even laughed, and we were all like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But like, that was super awkward. Like, I didn't think, well, because obviously you're not supposed to just think, you're supposed to just go. And I said that, and literally we all had to take a moment. We were all just like, what did she say? And I was like, wait, not like that. I did not mean it like that. But yeah, that definitely is up there, and I probably would never ever forget it. The 10th question is, do you ever just not feel excited about anything? Like, it's your birthday and you honestly couldn't care less? Yes. Honestly, yes. As a person who does struggle with a couple of mental health issues, yes, it definitely does get to me at points. Even doing things I love, like photography and filming YouTube videos, sometimes it's hard for me to get excited about things. And even then, like the concerts that I mentioned earlier, of course I'm super excited, but I don't feel it right now. And even then, my birthday's coming up next month, and I'm just like, okay, I mean, it's on a Friday, it's on a Friday, so obviously there's more flexibility to do things, and I'm just like, maybe I should just go out and just get stuff for free on my birthday, you know? Like, there's not really anything that I wouldn't necessarily say that I care for it, but I just have no reason to be excited for it, if that makes any sense. It is a struggle to get excited for certain things, like even going on vacation or seeing some of my friends who I haven't seen in a while. I feel kind of bad because I don't get excited to see them or to, you know, go on vacation, but it just doesn't, I don't get that wow factor anymore. With some things I do, rarely. Like me, if I have goals in life, like me, if I ever hit 1,000 subscribers, like I definitely would be 100% excited, because I mean, doing YouTube has always been a passion of mine, and seeing me become successful in this industry does excite me. But other things like, you know, my birthday, or, you know, if I get a job, or if I, you know, just those small things I really don't get excited for. People get excited over different things. If you don't get excited over big or small things, don't feel bad for it. There's nothing to feel bad about. Everyone's different. Everyone gets excited over different things. It is normal. You don't really need to be excited for everything. I mean, if you are, I feel like you're too happy of a person, which there's nothing wrong with it. Good for you, but I cannot understand that. So that last question actually brings us into the 11th question, which is, what motivates you in life? There's a couple of different things that motivate me in life. The number one thing I would say are my siblings. Me being the oldest, there's a lot of pressure on me, but it definitely does motivate me to, you know, be the best version I can of myself, as well as, you know, who cares what people say? Do what you want, whether they like it or not. People's opinions don't matter, which a lot of people in my life don't actually support me doing this and social media. Do I care? Is that gonna let me stop me? No. Like, I want my siblings to know that, you know, do whatever you want. Who cares? Another thing that motivates me are the YouTubers that I've definitely grown up with. Like I mentioned, Our Second Life, which consists of Ricky Dillon, Keen Lolly, Connor Franta, JC Kalen, and Trevor Moran. Those people have been my motivation for everything. I even have JC's tattoo right here. This was my first tattoo I ever gotten, and I am gonna get another tattoo of their friend Corey LeBerry, who passed away sadly, and he has motivated me to do YouTube, and the impact that he had on people, even like after he passed, seeing on how his legacy is still continuing is definitely a motivation for me. There's also definitely Sebastian Gomez, Bobby Mares, and Andrea Russett, who all have motivated me. So they're just basically their whole friend group has motivated me just to do social media, to do YouTube, to be able to just connect with people, to be myself. Like, who cares what other people think? And they definitely have motivated me and shaped me who I am today as a person. I honestly don't think I would be as outspoken and as driven if it wasn't for them. I would say the last thing that motivates me is, in a way, myself. Obviously, no one's gonna do the dirty work for you. You're gonna have to, if you have a goal in life, you're gonna have to go through with it. You can't sit around and wait for it to come to you, and you can't expect other people to do it for you. Of course, people can help you along the way, but overall, you have to be the one who is self-disciplined and determined and just, you know, motivated in order to reach your goals. Personally, it is hard for me to get myself motivated to do things, even just filming this video right here, because there's always just these thoughts in my head, and there's always just that like lack of motivation I get just to even get out of bed. So it is definitely a struggle for me to get myself motivated, but at the end of the day, the other things that I mentioned does really put everything into perspective and really pushes me to do the things that I want to do. This 12th question is the worst advice you ever given. That is kind of a hard question to answer, only because I'm not saying that, oh, I'm the best person to give advice, but I do give pretty good advice if I say so myself. Like, if I took my own advice, I'd be happier. I'm gonna cheat around this question just a tiny bit, but I think the worst advice that I've ever given was the advice that I gave myself, because usually my friends would ask me advice on, you know, about their own life or like relationships and things like that, or just, you know, basic stuff. If I gave the advice to myself that I gave them, I definitely would not be in the position I am now. We are our own like toughest critics, so I feel like the advice I give myself is kind of just more protecting myself rather than just, you know what, do it. Like, for instance, like even with YouTube, it took me so long to do it just because I was just like, you know what, don't do it. It's not gonna, you're gonna post a video and then you're gonna all these thoughts. A friend asked a couple months ago, should I do YouTube? I would tell them yes, do this, give them ideas, right? If I did YouTube months ago when I got my camera, I had everything set up, I would probably be on like my 50th video. I think the worst advice I was given was just to myself, and it's just like, don't do something because of this, or just those like second thoughts that I get, and I tend to often, you know, go with the negative thoughts because it is easier to, I guess, like understand, and just like it's easier to make up a story in that way and not see like your success. So I would have to say the worst advice I ever given was just don't do something, which is ironic. Next question, I kind of find it funny because this is what it's asking. It's asking, who is your best looking friend? And wow, whoever asked this question, I don't know what answer you were looking for. I don't think any of my friends are bad looking. I really don't think that anyone is. It's just here's the thing. Let me explain something to you guys. I explained it on my live stream, which if you guys don't watch my live streams or want to hop in, it's linked down below in the description in the link tree. Just click it and then just click the extra link and then it'll bring up where I live stream. Anyways, in my opinion, I don't think that there is such thing as, oh, this person's pretty or this person's ugly or things like that, because it's all preference. If I find someone unattractive, that doesn't mean they are an unattractive person. That's just, to me, they are unattractive, but the person sitting next to me, they might find them attractive, and vice versa. I might find someone super attractive and the person next to me might not find them attractive. Like, for instance, I like people with tattoos and piercings, so for sure I find Machine Gun Kelly attractive, but I know a lot of people in my life who are like, excuse me, like, he looks like trash. I'm like, no, he does not. Like, he looks so good. But I mean, it's all just preference. So by asking who is my best looking friend, all my friends are pretty good looking, but if I have to pick one to be my best looking friend, it would be. To close this off with our final question, a question that all of the guys in my life are dying to know: you got a boyfriend? And the answer is, I'm just joking, guys. It's hot girl summer. Of course I don't. I'm just kidding. I know this is a question that a lot of people have been wondering because of my past relationship. I'm not that type of person to post, oh, like, this is when I'm single and this is when I'm taken. With the separation of my last relationship, it wasn't public, so a lot of people got confused, and I don't mind when people ask, as long as it's in a respectful way. So no, I don't, and I'm fine doing me. I actually have the time to do what I want to do. I don't have to worry about, you know, I have to separate my time for someone else and then do this, because honestly, in a bad but good way, this is the first time I can actually do what I want to do on my own time. I don't have to worry about taking care of someone else, as well as I have the time to do YouTube, whereas I didn't have the time before. I didn't have any time to myself to do what I wanted to do with my life, and so now that I actually have the time to do so, I'm taking full advantage of it and living out a hot girl summer. That is all the questions I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe down below, as well as leave a comment of the weird food combinations you guys would want me to try in the future videos, and then maybe I'll try it, as long as you guys don't have pickles, because I do not like pickles. And if you like pickles, how and why do you like pickles? Don't forget to check out my socials down below in the description. As I mentioned before, I do go live. It's not really a consistent time I go live. I mainly go live like more towards the evening, but if anything, you guys could check up on my Twitter here and there. I don't really tweet that much, but I do post when I go live, as well as you can just follow me on the live and click the notification bell, and you guys will be notified when I go live. Leave down any video suggestions you guys want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!